The Jugo Arc comes to an end, Mitsuki gets a brand new cat, and the Boruto anime series indulges in one of the greatest sins of any TV series, the clip episode. Greetings, my friends. It's time to take a look at not one, not two, but 3 episodes of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. I've been pretty busy over the course of the last month, so I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and watch these episodes until now. And I really only have strong feelings about one of them, and that's the conclusion of the Jugo Arc. The other 2 episodes, well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I did not really care for them. I mean, if you wanted to see what would happen if Mitsuki got a house cat, maybe that's the episode for you. And of course, there is a clip episode, which I think was handled in a pretty clumsy fashion. However, the arc which ended with Jugo and Tosaka was actually pretty exciting, despite the fact that I have to admit, the ending was slightly underwhelming. With, of course, Tosaka's big plan saying that he was going to unleash the true power of the curse mark. He was going to transform into his very own monstrous form and battle against Jugo to prove that he is more superior than Jugo could be with the power of his curse mark. And of course, none of that ends up working out at all. While Tosaka definitely has a pretty easy time against Boruto and his friends, once Jugo fully transforms, he just makes short work of this guy, which almost makes his entire plan seem kind of comical at the end of the day. While I will admit Tosaka's giant monstrous curse mark form is pretty cool looking, Jugo just completely one-ups him in every single department, and the actual animation during this fight scene was pretty solid. Not the best that I've seen from the series, but still exciting enough to make the episode pretty memorable. And just like that, the episode just sort of ends, with everything getting wrapped up nicely, Jugo being reunited with Suigetsu and Karin, all of the birds being saved, Boruto making a brand new friend, and questioning if he can ever trust anyone again. The other 2 episodes, like I said, I just don't have much of an opinion about them. I think the episode with Mitsuki getting a cat has its cute moments, and it certainly humanizes the character of Mitsuki a little bit. Hell, you could argue that of all of the main characters from the Boruto side of things, he's probably got the most development, and I actually really like that, because I think he's one of my favorite characters from the show. But the entire episode was basically just an excuse to see him hanging out with a cute kitten. I mean, there's a whole subplot about this evil thief who actually, forced this cat to eat a jewel so that he could eventually get it when it throws it up. But it just, I don't know. It's the type of episode that, again, I watch and I'm never probably going to watch again. Your mileage will certainly vary. For me, it really didn't reinvent the wheel in any sense of fashion. But again, if you wanted development from these characters, this might be the episode for you, so I can't fully destroy the episode. For me, it's kind of a 3 out of 5. And I never mentioned the score for the last episode, but if I had to give that one a score, I'd say it's a solid 4 out of 5. It's got enough action, and it wraps up everything nicely, and like I said, Tosaka's big monstrous form, while does get destroyed by Jugo, is pretty awesome. The most recent episode, however, is a clip episode, and the way that it's handled is so freaking lazy. Basically, Mitsuki goes to see Orochimaru, and he's sort of questioning why he's been changing so much, why he's been having these dreams about Boruto, and Orochimaru decides he's going to use his crazy, wacky ninja science to look inside of his head at all of his memories, which conveniently, of course, are simply just clips from all of the previous anime episodes that we've watched, which sort of summarize some of the major arcs that we've seen with Mitsuki being involved. And like I said, just the way it's handled is ridiculous. I mean, Orochimaru can literally look at, the clips of the episodes by looking into the memories of Mitsuki. You kind of have to, suspend your sense of disbelief to actually accept this episode. And again, it kind of brings a little bit of development to the character of Mitsuki, but again, it's one of those episodes that you can completely skip, and you are not going to miss a beat. It's a shame that we got so many clips in this episode. It really just sort of brought it down for me, and I thought they were going to do something a little more interesting with that. Thankfully, the next arc of the series looks like it is going to be more interesting. It's actually based on a novel series, which I've never had a chance to read, so I'm really excited to see how that's going to go down, and it brings back my favorite character, Kakashi, so you know I'm excited for that. So, what's the rundown on all of these episodes? Well, it's kind of like I said. I think the Jugo arc was handled pretty well. One of the more interesting additions to the Boruto series, which of course brought back a classic villain/anti-hero, and even brought in another new villain in the form of Tosaka, who was kind of clumsily handled, but for the most part, there was enough action to actually enjoy from this arc. The other 2 episodes with the cat and the clip episode, man, I'm just not feeling those. I have to be perfectly honest with you guys, and I just don't have that much to say about them. Like I said, if I could give all 3 episodes a score, it'd be like 4, a 3, and like a 1. That's just my thoughts on these episodes. But again, yours may differ. People have different opinions. I'd love to hear yours in the comment section below, what you thought about the wrap-up of the Jugo Arc, the cat episode, and the clip episode, and what you hope to see from the rest of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. So, there it is. Those are my thoughts on the episode. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more awesome anime reviews, and make sure to stay tuned for the channel because there are going to be some big changes coming. First, they're going to be pretty cosmetic. We have a brand new logo and look for the channel that's going to be coming up, and yes, even a brand new name. As much as I love the name Super Kami Guru 9000, it does not really show up in the search terms all that much. And I'm going to be using a new title and it's one that I'm very excited about. It's very quick and to the point, and it does sort of carry some of the elements of the classic name. So make sure to stay tuned for that. It's also going to come with a big rebranding of the channel and how the content is going to change. I'm still always going to do some weekly reviews, but I'm going to put more focus on, say, more high-quality videos. So please make sure and stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time, and as always, stay damn, baby.